Hey everyone, we are at our next adventure location here in Thailand. Yes, after leaving Hua Hin and taking a 10-hour bus ride to Phuket and then a 2-hour bus here, we have arrived at Khao Lak. Now Khao Lak is about 90 kilometers north along the coast from Phuket, the infamous Phuket. Phuket is a massively huge, over-touristy area, so Khao Lak is a light version, a very light version. It is still catering to tourists, but it's a lot more calm and yeah, just more of a beach town, a nice feel, definitely some older folks here. So Khao Lak actually means main mountain, and the original fishermen would use the main mountain that's just to the south of here in order to navigate to the port. In fact, Khao Lak isn't just one village, it's a collection of villages in this entire area. So this seems like a nice place to go, so I figured I'd check it out, so follow along. It actually rained today, and it hasn't rained in a long time, so we definitely need it, but that's why there's really not many people here at the beach today. Beautiful though. The beaches here are incredibly pristine. Like, I see no trash at all. This is what I've been looking for. There are some nice resorts right here on the beach, such as the Sands Khao Lak by Katatani, but I better get out of here before they catch me. On the 26th of December 2004, a 9.1 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Sumatra in Indonesia. The earthquake caused a tsunami that struck this area, this beach, and here in Thailand. Totally, over 225,000 people were killed, and here in Khao Lak, there's a memorial for those who have passed. Here in town, there's also a museum right behind me dedicated to the victims of the tsunami of 2004. This maritime marine vessel was out at sea when the tsunami struck. The waves struck it again and again and carried it far into the land, and now it also serves as a memorial. When a lot of people think of Thailand, they think of Thai boxing or Thai kickboxing. And behind me is one of 2 kickboxing stadiums here in Khao Lak. Mostly, they'll have a fight about every couple days, alternating between them, and you can come see a fight. It costs about 1,000 baht to get into the stadium. You get ringside for 1,300, and I think for 1,500, you get a free t-shirt. So yeah, if you've never seen Thai boxing, come check it out. Me, I actually used to do a little bit of Thai boxing, so and I've already been to a Thai boxing match in Bangkok years ago, so I'm gonna pass on it. But yeah, search on YouTube, see what see if Thai boxing appeals to you, and come check it out. The male adult entertainment district here in Khao Lak is not as robust as in Bangkok, but there are some places, such as the Moo Moo Cabaret Show. And for only 300 baht, you get a free drink as well. Shows at 8:45 at night, but keep in mind that these ladies are actually ladyboys. The most well-known market is the Bang Niang Market. It is held, I believe, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and today is Wednesday, and I believe it starts at 6 p.m., so we're definitely going to check that out later. Well, I stand corrected. It actually is open already from 3 until 11. Maybe it gets busier, but there's definitely places to eat and things to shop for. It is Thailand, so of course you can get your fried insects, fried frogs, and I don't even know what some of these insects are. Ooh, those look fat and delicious. Okay, so the information I got earlier was not correct. It's actually Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday from 10 in the morning till 11 at night. This is definitely the place to be if you're looking for touristic souvenirs. But they do have some things like shirts if for some reason you stained yours or just want something new. Based on the prices they're asking for these bags, they are definitely knockoffs. Okay, that was the Bang Niang Market. It was very touristy. You can get what you need there, but I encourage you to look at some of the local stores. Some of the items that I saw, and I compared those to the prices at the local stores that the locals pay for, such as sandals or similar things like that that the locals actually need and use. You're going to pay about 2 to 3 times the price here. So go support the local economy, but do it the other places. About 1 block north of the market, this is a main street that's mostly for pedestrians, and this is where you have your restaurants, some bars, and some just places to relax. Plus, if you follow it to the west, it leads straight to the beach. A short walk later, we have arrived at the beach. Yep, this whole area here is surrounded by beaches. I mean, pretty much just walk west from the town, you'll find a beach. and they are remarkably clean, which is amazing. I love it. Walking on this floating pier, the sections of it oscillate with the waves. I almost feel like I've been drinking. What better way to end the day than here at a local restaurant on the beach, enjoying a pineapple milkshake while watching the sun settle into the sea. Okay, so I've seen most of the things you can walk to here in the main part of the city, but like I said, Khao Lak is kind of spread out to some other villages, and so there's some places I want to see, including some waterfalls and maybe some hiking. So, yep, I just rented this scooter. It was 150 baht for the day, so I don't know, I'm gonna get on it and check out the area. I love it! It's good to be back on a bike again. Okay, it's really a scooter, but close enough. Each of these trees along the side of the road is tapped. Looks like it's not maple, so I'm gonna guess these are rubber trees. And our first stop here is at Ton Chong Fah waterfalls. We got about a 1 kilometer hike to get up there. It's supposed to be beautiful. All right, so according to this sign, we've got, looks like 4 different smaller waterfalls, 1.3 kilometers total, one way. All right, stop number 1, Ton Ru, our spa fish, and there's people down there. Despite that other waterfall, this is now listed as the first one also. This is called Ton Maliton. All right, now to continue up. Ooh, looks a bit more challenging. Now I see why the sign at the entrance said to avoid hiking this during torrential rain. This would be pretty treacherous and slippery. This junction in the road, we're gonna go to the second Ton, Song Sahai. Okay, let's check out the third Ton Fah Hin, 10 meters this way. This little mini waterfall isn't even one of the marked ones. Number 4 is coming up. It's the Ton Chong Fah, which is the big one, but it's slippery. And this is the culmination at Ton Chong Fah. Pretty nice little waterfall. But I guess you might be able to slide down it. I wouldn't try it though. That landing, painful. It is possible to get higher up on the waterfall, but you can't. Unless, of course, you're like these Russian tourists and disobeying the rules. Well, that was a pretty cool little hike up here in the woods, getting away from the city and just enjoying nature, and got to see some waterfalls. But now I gotta head back down to the trailhead. Well, that was definitely really cool. I really liked getting outdoors, back here to the trailhead obviously, and headed to the next location. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a hiking trail, park, or maybe another waterfall. Guess we'll find out when we get there. About 8 kilometers south of the center of town is Ton Pling Waterfall. And this pool, you could actually easily swim in here. The best part is the main road is only about 20 meters up that slight hill. Very accessible, no hiking required. Not too far from the waterfall is an elephant sanctuary. Now, due to negative publicity about how elephants are treated in sanctuaries, they specifically state that you cannot ride them, they do not use hooks to train them, or any of the typical negative feedback that is given to elephants in so-called sanctuaries. So if you believe them, you can come check it out. I, unfortunately, have already been to an elephant sanctuary in the past. Yes, I'm sorry, I actually rode elephants. Looking back, I regret it. I wish I hadn't done it because it contributes to the negative environment for them. But I've learned, and I'm not going to ride them again, and I don't know. But if you believe them, then come check it out. Okay, so I'm trying to get to this really cool viewpoint, but of course Google Maps has me going right through the naval base, which they're like, no, sorry, you can't. So I will find a way, hopefully, to get to this awesome viewpoint. Okay, so it seems like I actually do need to go through the naval base in order to get to this observation place, which is also near where the turtle sanctuary is. So all I gotta do is stop by these guys at the desk, show my passport, and I should be able to get through. I don't know, we'll find out. All right, we take a left here at the Naval Golf Course. Let's see where it takes us. All right, as long as we're here, we'll go to the Sea Turtle Conservation Center and the Tsunami Memorial. All right, after getting a quick ticket and getting my awesome badge, I'm a visitor, 100 baht, let's check it out. We'll start with the Tsunami Memorial. Here we have listed the names of the people on the naval base and the family members who lost their lives during the tsunami of 2004. This is Coastal Reconnaissance Boat 215, what's left of it. In these little pools, these are the baby sea turtles. They feed them, they live here, they seem relatively happy. They segregate them by age and size. Here are the small little ones, and this guy here is a little bigger. There's one pool here where they have basically full-grown adult sea turtles. The Conservation Center, of course, has ice cream, so I'm going to try some durian ice cream. I'm going to have to eat this outside. It does have an aroma, and if you're not familiar with durian, it's one of the most pungent of all fruits in the world. But it tastes good. This sculpture is of a whale, and this one over here, well, that's a sea turtle. And if you look closely, they are mesh filled with plastic bottles. Well, I guess it's better to have them here than in the sea. The thing about a naval base is there's always a beach. This one's in pretty good condition. I'd love to go swimming. Okay, so obviously you saw small, medium, and large sea turtles. Now there's the information booth back there, but the guy didn't really speak English, and I don't speak Thai, so I couldn't really get much information. But luckily I did run into a Thai lady who spoke English, and she was saying that the small sea turtles, they protect here, because if they release them when they're small, yes, they can survive, but typically small ones have about a 1% chance of survival. So they'll wait until they get a little bit bigger, about the size of your hand, like your extended hand, then they'll release those. And the larger sea turtles, which I was wondering, why are these large sea turtles here? Well, it's because those are the ones that were caught in fishing nets and were injured, so they're letting them heal and recover, get back to strength, and then they'll be released. She also said that a number of the luxury hotels will come in here and purchase about 30 or so of the releasable size sea turtles and bring them back for their guests to release. I'm not sure if they charge their guests to do it or what, but hey, the important thing is the sea turtle is getting out of the conservation area here and out into the ocean where sea turtles belong. But I originally came here to see that scenic point, so let me see if I can get access to it without getting arrested by going into a restricted area. So according to Google Maps, this is the scenic point. There is a lighthouse, but it's right through those trees and you cannot see it. But oh well, it's still beautiful. Directly behind me is the pier where they have all their naval warships docked. Well, maybe not all of them, but there were some big ones, some medium, small ones. It was pretty cool, but you're not allowed there. I was able to see it, but obviously you don't take photos of military capabilities no matter what country you're in, just for security. But yeah, the security guard was pretty cool. He's like, yeah, you can't go any further. But he had me, so I had to turn around, but it was still pretty cool. They were definitely shipshape. It is so good to have this motor scooter. Yeah, so next up here, we're gonna check out a national park. This is Khao Lak National Park. Okay, so I got here at 4:33 in the afternoon, and they closed at 4:30. So I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow morning. Thai massage parlors have a certain reputation for being, let's say, essentially adult-oriented businesses that are popular with men. But I drove by this place here. This is a traditional medicinal clinic, and when I saw the sign, I thought it was going to be an appropriately named massage parlor. But yeah, I don't know if I would pick that name for my business. Me suck. Well, I couldn't go to the national park today, but that means it's time for sunset, which is a perfect time to go for a sunset swim. Let's go. Woo-wee, that was refreshing. Perfect water temperature. And it's totally calm too. Small waves, but perfect for families. And I can see why families come here. It's great for kids. They're not going to get knocked over by the waves. And I don't know, it's just a very nice beach. And in a matter of minutes, the rain came and it is storming down hard. But the bar is always open. Wow, can you hear those insects in the trees? Well, nope. It's actually coming from the electrical system. Hey, good morning. It is 8:30 and I'm back here at the national park right when they opened. Okay, all right, it's really 8:35, but close enough. Yeah, so it's supposed to be some cool hiking trails and some viewpoints, and hey, it's a national park, can't beat it. From the entrance, you go down this short path here. You see some administrative buildings, headquarters. There's even a restaurant right here, and you can see the water, but we're gonna be heading down this trail. It's called the Khao Lak Nature Trail. Okay, we get down to the coastline. There's a sign here. It says viewpoint to the left and trapped rock to the right. Doesn't look like it's too far to the right, so yep, I gotta go check it out. The pathway to trapped rock is along this rocky edge. I don't know if people are supposed to be walking here because it does look a bit sketchy, but if there is a trapped rock, maybe it's hidden by the high tide. But the view is, of course, amazing. All right, we are close to the viewpoint. Just got to go down this sketchy slope. And from here at the hot Bang Niang viewpoint, you can see Khao Lak Beach, Bang Niang Beach, and the Andaman Sea beyond. Okay, I think this is the best viewpoint so far on the hike. This beach is called Small Sandy Beach right here in the park. Great place to go swimming, but I must continue on the trail. The loop brings us here to the exit, which for some reason is a few kilometers south of where we started, so I guess I'll be doing some road walking. All right, I stand corrected. It's not a couple kilometers. It's actually only about 700 meters. So totally walkable, and there's a little walking path here. So, all right, so the park, it was nice. You get out there in nature, saw some lizards, saw some cool fauna, and whoa, look at this bad boy right here. Whoa, I don't know if you can see him. Wow. That's a big lizard. It just happened to be there. Anyways, so the park was good. If you have mobility issues, sorry, it's not it's not for people with disabilities. Just it's very slippery, very steep, a lot of roots. So just keep that in mind. Bring insect repellent. The mosquitoes. Let's just say I think I lost about a quart of blood. So, but yeah, that's what I would do differently next time. But no, I definitely go there. It's great. Hike down to the beach. It's I could spend a day there. It'd be awesome. So, but for now, gotta continue. Well, folks, this is going to be the end of my time here in Khao Lak. The city was not really what I anticipated, but that's a good thing because it opens up your eyes to different adventures and different experiences. Unlike the city to the south, Phuket, which is a bit more of debauchery, the area here is definitely for couples and families with children, which I thought was a good break from what people typically think of Thailand. So it is touristic in some areas, but that's okay because they do cater to what the travelers here are looking for. One thing I didn't see that I've seen in other parts of Thailand are, yeah, the lady bars and of course a lot of massage parlors. Here I can count on one hand how many places that I saw that cater to that kind of clientele. So, you know, as you're walking down the street, occasionally somebody will be like, you know, welcome ka, massage ka, and but it only happened a few times. Though I do have to admit, I was a bit flattered in other parts of Thailand where, you know, where the ladies were giving me attention, but of course they're only interested in what's in my pants. And by that I mean the money in my wallet that I keep in my pants. What are you thinking? So, but no, Khao Lak, good place to come here. Bring your family, bring your girlfriend, bring your wife. Don't bring your girlfriend and your wife at the same time. No, that's gonna cause some serious problems. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, put them down below.